Warner Brothers dropped the second official trailer for Mortal Kombat 2 on February 25th, 2026 at IGN Fan Fest, and the internet has not been the same since. I'm loving the excitement and the hype around this upcoming movie because within 48 hours, the trailer had become one of the most dissected pieces of franchise marketing in recent memory. There have been frame-by-frame breakdowns, Reddit threads overflowing with leaks, YouTube analysts losing their minds over hidden details, and fan communities ripping through every shadow, every background character, and every blink and you'll miss it shot. As of now, we're still 2 months away from the release date, but the fan theories are keeping me busy as I wait it out for Mortal Kombat Fest. In this video, I'll explore the significance of 9 major leaks and speculations around the movie that you can almost be sure of getting in the final draft. Cole Young is gonna die, and the trailer's not even hiding it. This is, without question, the loudest and most widely held theory coming out of Trailer 2, and the evidence is almost embarrassingly on the nose. Liu Tan's Cole Young, the original protagonist of the 2021 film, appears in the second trailer for exactly 1 second at the 1 minute 49 second mark, shown sparring with Jax and Liu Kang, while Johnny Cage and Sonya watch from the sidelines. That's all you get, a single second. In the first trailer, he appeared in 3 scenes, totaling about 5 seconds of screen time. In Trailer 2, his presence was reduced even further. Analysts and fans across YouTube and Reddit have been nearly unanimous. Cole Young is being kept off the marketing, not because he's being protected as a surprise, but because the filmmakers don't want casual audiences asking why the protagonist from the first film suddenly vanishes halfway through the sequel. Screen Rant's breakdown put it bluntly. The movie's marketing reduced his presence even more from where it was in the first trailer. The most prevalent theory about how Cole dies centers on Shang Tsung. Based on the positioning in the trailer, Cole is shown near Liu Kang and Raiden, and many believe Cole sacrifices himself during Shang Tsung's ambush of Earthrealm's champions, possibly buying the others time to escape. Others have suggested that he's taken down early by Noob Saibot in a sequence meant to establish how dangerous the resurrected Wraith is. A particularly compelling Reddit theory says Cole is killed by Noob Saibot and that his death becomes the emotional catalyst for Scorpion, tying together the themes of loss, rebirth, and vengeance that ran through the first movie. Another popular theory, even though it is a bit far-fetched, is that Cole is killed and resurrected, somehow becoming the new Sub-Zero. This will be a nod to the game lore, where the Sub-Zero mantle passes to Bi-Han's younger brother after Bi-Han's death. Regardless of the exact method, the fan community is largely treating Cole's death as a foregone conclusion. Noob Saibot is confirmed, and Bi-Han's return changes everything. For me, one of the most satisfying confirmations from Trailer 2 is the full reveal of Noob Saibot, the Shadow Wraith form of Bi-Han, the original Sub-Zero killed by Scorpion at the end of Mortal Kombat. Joe Taslim is confirmed returning to the sequel, and given that Bi-Han is dead, this all but explicitly confirms what fans have speculated for years. Bi-Han has been resurrected in the Netherrealm and transformed into Noob Saibot. The trailer shows what appears to be Quan Chi raising shadowy figures from the dead, and multiple trusted community sources and analysts have confirmed that one of these figures is Noob Saibot. The lore implications here are enormous. In the games, Noob Saibot is one of the most powerful wraiths in all of Mortal Kombat mythology. He is a being of pure shadow, bent on chaos and darkness. His emergence in the movie sets up a rematch with Scorpion, played by Hiroyuki Sanada, that fans have been demanding since the underwhelming Scorpion vs. Sub-Zero climax of the original film. A prominent theory argues that the Scorpion vs. Noob Saibot fight will serve as either an early or late act set piece, and this will be a marquee clash between the two iconic rivals that the 2021 movie failed to fully deliver on. Separately, because Bi-Han is now Noob Saibot, the theory that a new Sub-Zero, Kuai Liang, will be introduced by the movie's end has gained renewed traction. The franchise has precedent for this. The games have done it, and it would be a satisfying way to preserve the Sub-Zero brand while evolving the mythology. Shang Tsung has Shinnok's amulet, and it's setting up the whole franchise. A key shot from Trailer 2, Shang Tsung is shown confronting Raiden, and he appears to be in possession of Shinnok's amulet. If you know about the context, then you'll understand why this is enormous. In the game lore, Shinnok's amulet is one of the most powerful artifacts in the entire MK mythology. It contains the essence of the fallen elder god Shinnok, and is typically wielded by Quan Chi, who uses it as part of his long-game manipulation of both Shao Kahn and Shinnok himself. Shang Tsung uses the amulet during his confrontation with Raiden to seal away the godly essence of the Thunder God, without killing him outright, and his body is shown healing in an earlier trailer. The theory is that Shang Tsung steals power from Raiden, uses the amulet as an amplifier, and this sets the stage for the Deadly Alliance dynamic in a future film. The presence of the amulet also feeds a larger theory that Quan Chi has been manipulating events from behind the scenes throughout the entire film. In the games, Quan Chi secretly serves Shinnok while appearing to ally with Shao Kahn. If the amulet is already in play, it implies that Shinnok, though likely not physically present in MK2, is the true endgame villain of the franchise. One analysis suggests the film could end with Shang Tsung and Quan Chi forming the Deadly Alliance as a post-credits tease, directly bridging into a third movie. I don't know about the chances of this happening, but this would be a masterful long game play, letting Shao Kahn and Shang Tsung take turns as the film's primary threats, while the real villain pulls strings in the shadows. Quan Chi, the hidden architect, and the biggest wildcard in the franchise. Of all the new characters introduced in Mortal Kombat II, Quan Chi may be the most consequential. Confirmed to be in the movie and reportedly played by Damon Harriman, Quan Chi's role in Trailer 2 is deliberately obfuscated. We see him raising remnants from the dead, including Kano, Kitana, and Jade, suggesting that he's deploying an undead army on behalf of someone. But the question that I find really intriguing is whose side is Quan Chi actually on? Quan Chi is running a long game here. He's appearing to serve Shao Kahn, while secretly working towards Shinnok's revival. This is directly adapted from the game lore, where Quan Chi manipulates Shao Kahn into breaking cosmic rules, which triggers consequences that serve Shinnok's larger agenda. Applied to the movie, this would mean that everything Shao Kahn does in the film, from every invasion to every rule violation, is exactly what Quan Chi intended all along. One of the more chilling theories circulating on Reddit ties Quan Chi into the Scorpion mythology as well. In the games, it's Quan Chi who orchestrated the massacre of Scorpion's clan, framing Bi-Han/Sub-Zero for it. If the movie adapts this twist, revealing mid-film or in a post-credit scene that Quan Chi was behind everything in the first movie, then it would recontextualize the entire franchise. Test screening rumors from early, reportedly unreliable screenings, as noted by producer Todd Garner, suggest Quan Chi is used somewhat sparingly in Mortal Kombat 2, saving his full potential for a third film. But, based on what the trailer shows, where he's literally resurrecting dead warriors, I think that he's already positioned as the most powerful behind-the-scenes force in the film.
Finish him!
Shao Kahn is defeated in Mortal Kombat 2. The Deadly Alliance rises. Multiple sources, including test screening leaks and fan analytics, converge on one major plot prediction that Shao Kahn is defeated in Mortal Kombat 2. The trailer shows Shao Kahn breaking the sacred rules of the tournament, where he invades Earthrealm directly after his champion's fall. This mirrors his behavior in the games almost precisely, and it raises the same question the games answered. If Shao Kahn violates the rules of Mortal Kombat, what happens to him? In the game canon, Shao Kahn's invasion triggers divine intervention from the Elder Gods, who obliterate him for his transgression. In the movie, this likely plays out differently, but the end result, according to leaks and theories, may be the same, where Shao Kahn is removed as the primary threat by the film's end. This would be a bold narrative choice, especially burning through one of the franchise's most iconic villains in just 2 films. But it would also clear the decks for the Deadly Alliance of Shang Tsung and Quan Chi to emerge as the new power in Outworld, setting up a radically different threat for a third movie. Several analysts have pointed to the amulet subplot as evidence that this transition is already being laid in Mortal Kombat 2.
I really don't feel comfortable hitting a girl.
Don't worry. You won't.
Kitana and Johnny Cage a relationship that changes the Outworld dynamic. One of the more surprising revelations confirmed by official sources is the centrality of Kitana, played by Adeline Rudolph, to the film's story and her deeply intertwined narrative with Johnny Cage, played by Karl Urban. Director Sam McQuoid told Entertainment Weekly that the sequel was designed to bring more of the women of Mortal Kombat to the forefront, and Kitana was a natural choice. According to Rudolph, Kitana's storyline feels very much interwoven into Johnny Cage's story, and they go in and out of each other throughout the movie. This has fueled considerable speculation about a Kitana-Johnny Cage romance, and this is something that exists in the game lore. Leak threads on r/Mortal Kombat Leaks have reported that early screenings showed a romantic aspect to their relationship, though producer Todd Gardner has been cautious about early screening leaks, noting that they come from an unreliable source at a very early screening. Regardless of romance, the dynamic between Cage and Kitana is positioned as one of the emotional cores of the film, where a broken Hollywood actor finds purpose, and an Outworld princess is torn between loyalty to her mother, Sindel, and her own conscience. Their parallel journeys appear to be the sequel's answer to the Scorpion Sub-Zero dynamic of the first film. The Arcana system. Scrapped or just hidden? If you remember the 2021 Mortal Kombat movie, then you know all about the Arcana, the latent power that Earth's chosen champions unlock when their fighting spirit is pushed to its limit. It was the MCU-style power level system built into the film's world. Strikingly absent from both trailers for Mortal Kombat II is any mention of the Arcana system. Fans have noticed, and a significant contingent believes the Arcana system has been quietly dropped or drastically de-emphasized in the sequel. Others believe that the Arcana is still present, but has been deliberately kept out of marketing to avoid spoiling how certain members power up during key moments. Particularly Cole Young, if he survives long enough, and Johnny Cage, whose Arcana equivalent powers in games manifest as green energy shadow projection. Karl Urban's interview at IGN Fan Fest notably described Johnny Cage as a broken man who transforms into a true champion of Earthrealm over the course of the film. That transformation almost certainly involves some form of Arcana awakening, which would mean the concept is very much alive, just being withheld from the marketing. Mortal Kombat 3 already is in the works, and its script may already exist. Perhaps the most staggering piece of news to emerge in the days following Trailer 2 is the report that a rough draft script for a Mortal Kombat 3 already exists. Writer Jeremy Slater was working on a Mortal Kombat 3 script as far back as late 2025, and as of early 2026, a rough draft of a hypothetical continuation post Mortal Kombat 2 is reportedly complete. Slater himself reportedly mentioned being in the scripting process during a red carpet interview the previous year. The implications for the existing theories are significant. A third film being this far along in development suggests the story being told by Mortal Kombat 2 is deliberately structured as a middle chapter. That also means that Shao Kahn's defeat doesn't need to feel climactic, because the real climax is being saved for a film that's already being written. The Deadly Alliance, Shinnok's amulet, Quan Chi's long game, all of it points to a third movie as the franchise's true endgame. Ed Boon, the co-creator of the Mortal Kombat franchise, has also teased that Mortal Kombat 2 will feature double the number of fights compared to the first film, and has promised that approved deaths in the sequel were shocking before being revised, implying that the final cut is different from early test screenings, and that the real surprises are being guarded carefully. Everything said and done, I'm loving the buzzing fan theories and all the promises of a worthy Mortal Kombat movie. The memories of the iconic first movie adaptation back in the 90s are still fresh, and I hope that we finally get to see a film that matches up to our expectations. The trailers look stellar, and if the story is handled properly, then the movie can become everything that the Mortal Kombat franchise aspires to be. Also, a successful venture will mean an extension of the franchise, which many fans like me surely wouldn't mind. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the insane leaks and theories, and also share your thoughts and expectations from the much-awaited Mortal Kombat 2.